Ashridge, Episode 8, Secrets and Infidelities.
Hi, babe. Didn't expect to see you tonight. Hey, what's up, babe? You look like you've been crying.
Oh, it's nothing. Can I have a large Zinfandel blush, please, Susan?
Sure thing. Come on, there's something the matter. You can't fool your old mate, Susan. Anyway, I thought you'd be at the bonfire tonight.
I couldn't put up with it. I couldn't put up with him. He had me selling his crap sausages and cheap wine for the Rotary Club.
Richard?
Yeah. Who else? He's just so empty. He's got no soul.
Well, I mean, he was always a bit lacking in personality, even at school, but he's not for me. But I thought you got on.
Well, I married him because I thought he had ambition and drive. I thought he was going somewhere, and here we are still in mouldy old Ashridge 15 years later. He's not the man I want. He's nothing like Alistair.
Alistair Brown, our English teacher? No, that's for sure. Richard and Alistair are like chalk and cheese. Anyway, why do you compare him with Alistair, of all people?
Do you think Alistair is having an affair with Julie Gittins?
Julie Gittins? The young barmaid from the apple tree?
Yeah, I know she goes round his house. Well, I'm sure she does. They have a thing. Alistair says he feels like she admires him and says she treats him like he was her mentor. I mean, that's just a way of saying they're at it.
At it? I don't think so, babe. I think you've got Alistair wrong.
No, I haven't, Susan. He's just so different. He's a poet and he's got a romantic soul and he adores his dead mother.
I'm not sure adoring his dead mother would do it for me, really, Sarah. Anyway, where's all this come from?
Get me another drink? Same.
You drank that one a bit fast. Anyway, here it is. I mean, Alistair Brown is what we might politely call an arse. I mean, come on. Even if you were looking for someone, aiming at the Seymour Arms is tasty, and he's not averse to a bit on the side.
Oh, don't, Susan. And I'll fall out with you if you say another word against Alistair.
Okay. Was the bonfire busy?
Yeah, they were all there.
Was Alistair there?
Yeah. I let him off paying for a sausage and a glass of mulled wine, and Richard just lost it. So I left and I came here. As I was going, I saw Alistair, but he was deep in conversation with Julie Gittins.
You're obsessed with her. I really don't think there's anything going on.
Yeah, I do. It was just the way he said her name before, and then he was laughing and joking with her.
For one thing, she's far too young for him, and for another...
I bet she goes back to his house with him tonight. They could. Nobody would know.
I mean, it's a free country, and neither of them are married, but...
See? Even you think they're at it. I'm going to go round.
You what? No, Sarah, come on.
I'm going to go now, and if they're not back, I'll wait for them.
And what will you say if they are there? I'm not saying they are doing anything, but if they were, they have every right.
See? Even you know they are. You're just being kind to me by pretending they aren't. I'm going now.
Have another drink, Sarah. Come on. I'll put some ABBA on the jukebox and we can have a dance. Here. Another Zinfandel. Now, what do you like best? Super Trooper or Dancing Queen?
Dancing Queen.
Very apt. I'll put it on and we can have our own private bonfire night boogie.
Sarah, what time do you call this? Where have you been?
I've been to the Bambo with Susan. I told you where I was going.
And you're drunk.
No, I'm not. I've had a few drinks, but I am not drunk.
You're unsteady on your feet. Look at you.
Look at me? Why not look at you, Richard? What are you? What have you ever done that wasn't done to build your money and your business? You don't live any kind of life.
I'm a respectable local businessman. I help people in this town. I do charity work.
You run a crappy little garage in an out-of-the-way town. I wanted more from life. I still want more from life than you.
What? What do you mean?
What I'd say, Richard. I need more than you. I need more than your petty ambition and your narrow horizons.
I built that business from the ground. I helped you build yours.
But I don't care about business, Richard. I don't care about money. I want soul. I want life.
Sarah, I know things haven't been going well between us for a while.
Do you? I'm surprised you noticed.
But you must know, I love you, Sarah. I always have. I want things to be better. I want it to work out between us.
It's too late. I've found someone better.
Someone better? Are you having an affair?
Not yet.
After you left and I'd sold all the sausages and wine, I got you some flowers.
You waited till the bonfire was finished then, till you tallied up the takings?
Well, I had obligations to the Rotary Club. I couldn't let people down. But here they are. Like I say, I love you.
Roses. Red roses too.
A symbol of love.
Did you get them from the garage?
Where else at this time of night?
Leftovers that you couldn't sell?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I don't care. I'm going out again. Where do you keep the electric torch?
It's raining.
Where do you keep the torch?
It's in the cupboard under the stairs. You can't go out, Sarah. It's nearly midnight. It's pouring down.
I am.
Where are you going?
To fight for the man I love.
What are you doing? Don't take off your ring, Sarah.
I'm giving it back to you, Richard. I don't want it anymore. I know you're in there, Alistair. There's a light on in the attic. I know you're there. Open the door. Answer the door. Let me in. I'm wet and cold. You've got her in there, haven't you? Bloody Julie Gittins. But I won't be scorned. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Remember that. Let me in. Won't get the better of me. I can get in. You said there's a way in through the tunnels in your cellar. There's that metal cover in Market Street car park that lets you down into the bunkers. There. Oh, it's bloody dark, but I won't be made a fool out of. Is there anybody there? Oh, sure, I could hear someone. What's all this disused stuff? I didn't know the tunnels would be so confusing. Oh! This looks like it's from the war. It looks like some kind of command centre.
Hello there. What are you doing down here?
Is this the bunkers? I thought they were disused.
You shouldn't be down here, you know. It's frightfully hush-hush what we're doing down here. Who let you in?
Well, I let myself in. I came down the steps.
The steps? Didn't the guards stop you?
I didn't see any guards. There weren't any guards. This whole place is derelict.
That's just a cover. I assure you we are very active here. What we do down here is essential for the war effort.
But what war?
Quite the joker, aren't you? The war. The war against bloody Hitler.
What year do you think it is?
Why, 1942. What year do you think it is?
Well, it's 1998.
Are you quite well? Can I get you a glass of water? A cup of tea?
Well, a cup of tea would be nice, but what are you doing down here with all those radios?
I'm listening out for what goes on below.
Below? Below the bunkers?
Yes. What people don't know, and what I shouldn't be telling you, is that they have got below us.
They? The Germans?
No, not the Germans. The others. The war has been going on far longer than that.
Oh, but you said the war effort against the Germans.
It's just a cover. It's all just a cover. We're listening for the ones below us. On level 3. And deeper still.
Oh.
Even down to level 7, some say. I don't know. I'm just a lowly pilot officer.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't 1942. I don't feel quite well.
Let me get you that water.
So there's only just you here?
No, there are lots of us. It's very hush-hush, most secret. But only me on tonight, if that's what you mean. The CO let Blakely off for the night because his wife's giving birth.
Oh, who's the CO?
I can't say. It's rather rum, really. You and I, being here alone. I don't have the pleasure of the company of beautiful women very often.
Beautiful? Me? I don't think so.
Oh yes, you have a lightness of soul. I think you're a woman who is sensitive to emotions as well as being very pretty.
Oh, well, you're a flatterer. But why are you flattering me?
I'm not, it's all true. I was just thinking that as we were all alone, and you never know what will happen tomorrow in this damn war, whether you'll live or die, I think we should take advantage of the meeting. The powers that be allowed you into the dark and made it so that I was on duty tonight to greet you. It's fate.
Oh, well, I'm married.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
What, my ring?
But you're not wearing a wedding ring.
Oh, yes, but I am married.
Something in the way you said that suggests that you're not happily married.
I'm not.
Well then, you're not happy with him. And besides, he'll never find out.
What are you saying? No, I couldn't.
You are very beautiful, Sarah. And I am very handsome.
Well, you're very arrogant to say it, but I suppose you are. Yes.
Do you mind if I come and sit next to you?
Well, okay then. Why not?
Have you found him yet?
No, not yet, Dr. Collins. But there are lots of people out looking for him. But I need to know what happened. How did he get out of the house in the middle of the night?
How do I know?
You'd been to the bonfire at the high school field, hadn't you?
Yes, but this happened after that. We got home. Everything was fine. Aaron went to bed. Steve and I were watching TV.
I'll need to speak to Mr. Nichols.
Oh, he's out with the search party, as I would be too if you hadn't kept me here.
Mr. Nichols lives here with you and Aaron. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's right.
But he's not Aaron's father. His father is the Viscount of Athenry. Isn't that right?
In biology only. Leo has never been a father to Aaron. Steve is far more a father than Leo ever could be. Or wanted to be.
But there is in fact no blood relationship between Mr. Nichols and Aaron.
I don't like where you're going with this. Steve loves Aaron. He'd never hurt him.
But these questions need to be asked. I'm sorry that it's so difficult. You know me, Emily. I'm an Ashridge girl. Please be assured that I'm on your side. But the procedure needs to be followed. You say that 2 men called at the door after midnight. Can you be precise about the time?
It was about 25 to 1. There was a terrible smell of ozone in the house. I thought something had short-circuited or something, so I woke Steve. Then the doorbell rang and rang.
He'd fallen asleep in front of the TV, you said, and Aaron was still upstairs in his bed at this time?
As far as we knew.
And Mr. Nichols went to the door when the doorbell rang?
Yes. He said it was 2 strange men asking odd questions.
What kind of questions?
I don't know, because I went upstairs to check on Aaron and I found he wasn't there, and we didn't really talk about who came to the door after that. I'm sure you understand my priorities. I called the police straight away.
But you didn't see these men that Mr. Nichols say came to the door?
No, I'd gone upstairs.
So you didn't see or hear these 2 men who Mr. Nichols alleges he was talking to?
No, like I said. What are you insinuating?
Nothing. But there was a time when Mr. Nichols was out of sight of you, and that was the same time that you first noticed Aaron had gone missing. And we have nothing other than Mr. Nichols' word that the 2 men actually came to the door.
The doorbell rang.
That can be faked.
You're making me think I need a lawyer, Lynsey.
No, not you. But maybe Mr. Nichols does. Okay, boss.
What?
Great news. Aaron's been found. He's okay.
Oh, he's been found. He's okay. Where is he?
They found him at Lindo Pool in Blackie's Wood.
How did he get there?
I don't know, but the first aider who was with them says he looks uninjured. Just some scratches to his neck, apparently.
Can you take me to him?
I'm really sorry, Emily. I've got another urgent shout to go to. I've got to go to one of the narrowboats by the canal.
It can't be more important than a little boy who's been lost in the woods all night.
I shouldn't really say, but this being Ashridge, you'll find out soon enough. And you might need to know, as local GP, but Ben Benson's gone missing.
Sheila Benson's husband?
Yeah, him.
Oh, good heavens! What on earth is happening in this place?
In Ashridge, Episode 8, Secrets and Infidelities, the cast were Sarah Wright was played by Maddie Bayliss, Susan Devant by Jenny Lane, Richard Wright by John White, Dr. Emily Collins by Vicki Joeva, the RAF Man was Giles Coughlan, PC Lynsey Welch was Alex Jenkins, music was by the Hartwood Institute, the sound design, as always, masterfully by Jasper Lestrange, written by Tony Walker. Thanks for listening.